Okay, in this video we're going to talk about how to set up the categories for each website that you will be entering content into. But just for an example, I have here 1000-ebooks.info. This is the website that we are going to start configuring for an example for these videos. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is actually log into the back end. So we would just go /wp-admin in the browser URL box. Go ahead and log in. Now I will have a file for you with the username and passwords to log in with. So once you actually visit the login page and log in, you will actually be in the CMS panel for the website. So actually the first step that you should probably do anytime is uploading the categories. So that's what we're going over here. To upload the categories, you simply scroll over here to the left sidebar, hover over posts, and then click on categories. When you get to the categories page, you'll enter each category in one by one, starting with, you'll have to go through the list of different categories that we have to set up. So to start with, you'll have politics, business, technology, science, entertainment, sports, travel, finance, featured, education, health, and fashion. Now, by default, every time you're going to have featured as a category, because as a part of the theme, by default, for featured content, we need a featured category. So you would just simply copy the featured text and create that as a name as a category. Also enter that in as the slug, and that's it. Then you hit add new category, and that will show up. Just by default, we want to get rid of the uncategorized category. So we can click on that one and delete it. Actually, you cannot delete it. That's my my problem there. So we'll have to leave the uncategorized category. Okay, and then one by one, we will keep adding the categories in there until we have a full list. We're going to want to have at least 5 different categories each time out of these 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 categories. What you're going to want to do to determine which categories are going to be uploaded to the website that you're working on is to look at the domain name and see kind of what the domain name meaning is. So we, for this website, have 1000-ebooks.info as the domain name. And if you go back and you look at the actual website, you'll be able to tell this website looks primarily like a blog. It's not a news site. So some of the websites that are going to be set up are going to look more like news websites, some like blogs. So you have to look at the theme and also the domain name to know what kind of categories fit the site. Each website that we give you is going to have a theme already uploaded, and the domain names will be randomized. So you'll have to look. So for 1000-ebooks.info, it's probably would be geared towards a product website, and it would have products available for purchase. So it's think about different ebooks that you might have in the different categories there. So if we go back to categories and we look at our list, we probably could figure out that there would be a category for most everything here. So we'll just pick some of the more casual categories. Let's say fashion, We'll go through and create a fashion category. We'll create one for education. We will create one for travel. We will create one for technology. And we have 5 categories now. Let's add one more though. We don't want the same amount of categories each time. We want somewhere between 3 and 7 categories each time. So sometimes you'll go 3, sometimes it'll be 7, sometimes it'll be 4, sometimes it'll be 5, sometimes it will be 6. Randomize the amount of categories that you have between 3 and 7 so that each website does not have the same amount of categories, and then we keep the website as randomized as possible. We'll add one more. We'll do science. There we go. We have as our category science, technology, travel, education, fashion, and of course our featured category. That is it for the uploading of categories tutorial.